There's a difference between your preferences and your prejudices. And if you show up to church and you're like, yeah, you don't do it the way we do, you may be judgy, right? Therefore, you're doing it wrong. You may be proud. Just throwing it out there, something to pray about. If you show up and immediately have a critical spirit, you may be proud and you may be judgmental. And that's what they are doing. And let me just say this. We want to be a church that does what God has called us to do and rejoices at other churches doing what God called them to do. There's lots of people to love and serve, and so God has a lot of diversity because he wants to have as many people as possible hear about the good news of Jesus Christ. So we don't criticize, we complete. We don't compete, we complete. Let me say this, why it's so important to set this as a foundation here at our church. We're only a couple years old, we're a new church. We're new to the valley, everything's new. When we showed up, a number of pastors welcomed us, laid hands and prayed over us. This church doesn't exist without the support of other churches, many of whom who do things very differently than we do. Over 40 churches in the valley and world either sent us financial gifts or various things for our property. Kids ministry, the play toy, the outdoor cafe, stuff all over the property. Local churches here in the valley gave those to us, prayed for us, and love us. And they saw us as a completion, not a competitor. So we want to have that same attitude for whomever or whatever God raises up next. Amen? Amen? So don't talk negatively about churches. Some other people have already got that covered.